Hi guys, so today I'm going to answer the questions for the Q&A I was requested to do. I'm sorry this video has taken so long to do. I was actually really looking forward to doing this video, but then life happened, and if you saw my last video you probably know a bit about that. I'll probably talk about that at some point. I have actually already filmed half of this video, but then that stuff happened, so I'm just gonna refilm the whole lot. Okay, I'm gonna talk about it now. I really didn't want to tell you guys that stuff, because I don't really like to admit when I'm struggling, but I'm really glad I did in the end, because you guys made me feel so much better. So thank you so much for that. I don't really know why I felt like that, it was kind of weird, but I don't feel like that anymore, and I'm really happy about that, because I really love making videos, and sharing them with you guys just means the world to me. You're always so nice to me. If you haven't seen it, I just said about the time recently, painfully recently, that I don't really like talking about this, but I was struggling a bit and it nearly made me want to quit YouTube, and I'm really glad I don't feel like that anymore. That was a horrible feeling and I never want to feel that ever again. I got through it. I want to be positive about it now and just forget it. So yeah, I don't want to mention that anymore. I want to forget that now. I just wanted to say thank you guys for your support. It really means a lot. I actually got really overwhelmed by the things that people were saying. You guys are just so nice. You're all amazing people, and it really helped so much. I'm actually feeling really happy at the moment. It makes me sad to think about it, but I also think at least I managed to get through it, and I'm still making videos. Yay! Because, yeah, I don't know what I'd do if I didn't make videos. I am feeling much better now, so don't worry, I'm fine, I'm happy. Yeah, life is good, again. Alright, I'm going on a bit now, so I'm just gonna get on with the video. Anyway, back to what this video is meant to be about. Thank you to everyone that left questions. All your names are in the description so that I don't have to embarrass myself with pronunciation. And I've also grouped the questions so that I answer the similar ones together. So, as I said before, if there are any questions that are too personal or are spoilers to my series, I won't be able to answer them at the moment. There's actually more questions than I thought, so sorry if this gets really long. Right, so let's get into it. The first question is, how long have you been collecting Shrike? So, I'm not going to say the exact time, but it's more than 5 years. Next is, what was your first Shrike? So, I was pretty young, but I'm pretty sure these were my first Shrike models. This is a leopard cub, a tiger cub, and a Brachiosaurus dinosaur. I hope I've pronounced that right. I have no idea what my first Shrike horse was though. I know which ones I've had for ages, but I'm not sure which one is the first. Do you collect any other animals apart from horses? I do have other animals. I have mostly wild animals and some farm animals and dinosaurs. But I only collect horses now because they got too expensive. Do you have any Shrike wolves? Yes, I do. I have these Shrike wolves. I used a couple of them in a short film I did a while ago. That's called Friend or Foe. It's part of the Ogre Stables thing I did. Do you own any Shrike ponies? Yes, I actually have quite a lot, but I don't know, I prefer using the bigger horses. I feel like it would be really easy for me to get my hand in the video if I used ponies a lot. And I don't really like showing my hands. I don't really like showing any part of me on camera, to be honest. I'm just weird like that. The ponies are usually my background characters for Kingdom. How many Shrike do you have? I'm not going to say the exact number, but it's more than 100. When I first started collecting Shrike, they were a lot cheaper than they are now, and I also bought a lot second hand. How many barns do you own for your horses? I have 3, sort of. This one I think is actually an animal hospital, and it's from the wildlife section, not the farm or horses section. Then I have the really old stable and this newer one. What is your least favourite Shrike horse? I would have said that this is a really hard question to answer because I do love all my Shrike, but unfortunately some of the 2019 Shrike doesn't seem to be quite as good as it used to be, in my opinion. And it's really hard saying this because I love Shrike so much. But anyway, this is my least favourite Shrike horse, the 2019 Lipizzaner Stallion. I really feel like he could have been a great model, but he's just not up to the standard that you usually get from Shrike, in my opinion. The proportions just seem a bit wrong, and there's not really the shading that you usually get. I still think he's pretty, I don't hate it, but I just feel like they could have done better with him. What's your favourite Shrike model? My favourite is... big reveal? This guy, the 2017 Andalusian Stallion, and I think he's gorgeous, in my opinion anyway. I just love him so much. Which is your second favourite model? This is probably harder to choose than my favourite. I'm not really sure for certain, but for now I'll just say the 2012 Camargue Stallion, because I've had him for ages and I still love him. The next one is, can you do a repaint video? I would, but I don't actually repaint models just because they are so expensive, and I do like them as they are. Even though I've got a couple of duplicates, I don't really want to repaint them. They are quite old and rare now. But I was thinking of doing a drawing of a Shrike horse instead, maybe. I might do some art of a Kingdom character, but I'm not sure at the moment. I'll just see how that goes. Do you have any briars? Yes, I do have briars, but not that many. Some traditional, I think they are called, and some like really small ones. And the next question is, do you collect briars? And no, I don't collect them anymore. I used to a little bit before I started collecting Shrike, but I can't really remember loads about my collection because I was really young when I got it. But I do still have it all somewhere. Okay, so next, what's your favourite animal? I do absolutely love animals, and I am a big cat person. I love all the big cats and just the cat family in general. I love horses too, obviously, and my favourite marine animals are orca whales. Where do you live? I am British, and that's all I'm gonna say. Do you have any pets? Yes, I have a cat and she's adorable. I love her so much. She's the only pet I have. I don't have horses or anything else. Also, this is really random, but I'm going to show you guys anyway. I have a pet cactus. It's getting pretty big now, and I named it as well. Its name is Mimbulus, and yes, I am a Harry Potter fan. If you know Harry Potter well, Neville has a plant called an Mimbulus Mimbletonia, so yeah, that's where its name's from, because why not? It's grown loads since I got it. It used to live in this, but I think it needs a new pot again. Do you or have you played Star Stable before? I have never played Star Stable before, actually. What is your favourite series? I really like Harry Potter, if that counts. I like a lot of series. Do you watch Shrike movies? I'm gonna be honest, I used to watch loads, but I don't really at the moment. I kind of go through phases of watching YouTube a lot and then hardly watching it. So yeah, I'm just in that phase at the moment. But I still really like making them. Who inspired you to make YouTube videos? That's kind of hard to answer. I'd probably have to make a whole video just on this question to get a proper answer to that, because I don't really know many things really. I can't really name one person or group or anything. I've been watching YouTube for a long time and I've always liked it. I can't really explain why, but it took me a long time to finally get the courage to make this channel. And I'm really glad that I did, because I don't know what I'd do without this channel and all the amazing people that come here. What other things do you like doing other than Schleich? And you've put a short list, so I'll go through that first. Art. Yes, I love doing art and I want to do more of it. Reading. I don't do a lot of reading. I want to do more, but it's just finding the time. Music. I really love listening to music so much, but I've never learned an instrument ever, and I'd probably be really bad at it. Video games. I haven't played any for a while, but I do like them. I don't really play any of the really popular ones though, I don't think. Right, so what other things do I like doing? I like editing, writing, those are all things related to YouTube though. That's why I like doing YouTube so much, because everything I love doing I can pretty much put into this. Other things, I like hiking, I like photography, watching films, anything to do with Kingdom, because I'm just obsessed with that. I like camping. What else do I like? I volunteer as well, which is fun. I really can't think of anything else. There's probably loads of things, but it's just not coming to me at the moment. So yeah, I think I'll leave it at that for now. Okay, the next one is, what do you use to film your videos with? I use a camera, not my phone, with a tripod and lots of spare batteries. What camera do you use? My camera is a compact camera. It's a Lumix Panasonic. It's kind of an old one. If you look at my profile picture, there's Alex and Diamond, and that's my camera. It's a red one. But I used my dad's new camera just for the Series 2 intro part, just so that bit was a bit better quality. His is also a compact Lumix Panasonic, but a bit newer one. What do you edit with? So I used to edit all my videos with Windows Live Movie Maker, because I edit on laptop, but that's a really old editing software now, so only old computers really have it, I think. My laptop struggled so badly with making Series 1 of Kingdom, and now there's a problem with the battery, so I've got a new laptop because my old laptop is really old now. So I had to change editor, and I've changed to PowerDirector 17, which is actually a paid-for editor, it's not free. It's kind of complicated, but it's still better than my last one. Even though I did quite like Movie Maker, it's just simple and easy to use, but this new one has lots more features. So I switched to this new editor after I finished making Series 1 of Kingdom. Right, the next one is, what things do you use for your props? I use mostly products made by Schleich. Sometimes I might make things or just see things that I think could be good for props, especially horse related stuff, and then just store it up until I need them. I just use anything I can think of for props really. I use a lot of props when I set up the market for Kingdom, which I did a behind the scenes video for. Who inspires you to do your Schleich series? I assume you mean Kingdom? I don't even know. I have a weird imagination, I guess. You guys inspire me to keep posting because you're just so nice. But kinda like the other question, I'm not sure I can name only one thing that's inspired me, because I find inspiration in a lot of things. I've always been obsessed with filmmaking, so I guess I've picked up a lot from just watching films and stuff. But I do know what inspired me to make stories. I got massively into Harry Potter a long time ago, and that really motivated and inspired me to make stories. Are you planning to do more series? Series other than Kingdom? Yes, but not right now. I might do a couple more series of Kingdom first. It just depends on how busy I am, unfortunately. I'm not planning on ending Kingdom anytime soon, though. You probably wouldn't believe me if I told you how much I've got planned for Kingdom. I'm really obsessed with that series, and it's just become my life. But yeah, series are my favourite thing to make, so I will definitely be making lots of series, Kingdom and hopefully other ones as well. Are you planning on making season 3? Yes, I do want to make series 3. I'm currently trying to improve and finish off the script for it. Honestly, I thought finishing series 2 script was hard, but series 3 is even worse. But I will get there eventually. I already know exactly what's going to happen in Kingdom because I wrote it ages ago. I just like to go back into my scripts and improve it as much as I can before I film it. So that's what I mean when I say I'm finishing the script. How long do you film this series? That's really hard to answer because it took me over a year to film series 1, but that's mostly because I filmed the whole thing, but then I was watching it back and I didn't really like it anymore. Like, not the actual story or anything, just my voice acting mostly. And so I refilmed pretty much the whole series. I'm just a bit of a perfectionist, I guess. But series 2, I'm still filming it now, but that's taken a good few months so far. But I did cram making series 2, and I think I burnt myself out, to be honest, which probably was not a good thing, and that could have been why I was feeling a bit a few weeks ago. But that's all done now, so at least I know what not to do with series 3. How do you make your cool hats? First off, thank you for calling them cool, and I think I will save that for if I make a tutorial, which I'm not currently planning to do, but at some point I would probably like to do a tutorial on it. So I'll save that answer for then. Who is your least favourite character in Kingdom? My least favourite character is probably Ace, who is that annoying racehorse near the start of Series 1. It was fun to do the voice for him though. Right, here we go. Okay, the next one is, who is your personal favourite character from Kingdom? So, it's really hard for me to pick a favourite, but I do actually have one top favourite. But they aren't actually in the series yet, and they won't really be in it for a while. So for now I'll just stick to series 1, and that's really hard too. I don't know where to start. I like Diamond, I like Annabeth. I really like Jacob as well. I just find him funny. Out of the knights, I feel really bad for Shadow because I'm just so cruel to him. I love Demon. He's just like the start of Kingdom for me. And I really like Aquadus as well because I don't even know why, he's just there. So favourite, I'll have to say Aquadus for now. But to be honest, that's just such a hard question, so loosely Aquadus. Okay, I really like this next question. If Demon is a good character, then why is his name Demon? Okay, so first off, I'm not going to give away spoilers, so you'll have to decide for yourselves whether Demon is a good character or not. But why is his name Demon? First off, I just really like the name Demon, and spelt that way as well. When I looked it up as well, it said it was old-fashioned spelling for the name Demon. And I also looked up what it meant, and apparently it means guardian spirit, which you can make of that what you will. I didn't actually know any of that when I chose his name, because his name has always been the same for that model. Since I got that model, his name's always been Demon. But I just kind of thought that was kind of appropriate. But yeah, that's why he's called Demon anyway. Okay, the last question is, what inspired you to make a series with knights? Good question. I warn you, this is going to be a long answer. Okay, so when I first thought of it, it was just a series about a kingdom, and I wanted there to be these horses who protect the kingdom and are basically the soldiers. And I guess I just found them the most interesting part about the kingdom, so I ended up really developing their characters. And then one day it was like, okay, what am I going to call this group? And I didn't really want to just call them soldiers, so I ended up calling them the knights. Which I think is kind of appropriate anyway, as knights usually ride around on horses, but in this case the horses are the knights. Also, as some of you know, I like a series called Merlin, which is basically a series about the stories of King Arthur, and there's knights in that. So I probably got some inspiration from that. But yeah, when I first started thinking about Kingdom, it wasn't even meant to be about knights. It just kind of turned into being about a bunch of soldiers, which I ended up calling knights. I didn't really intend for it to be a series about knights, but that's just how it ended up going. And I've just really fallen in love with the characters. I've put so much into them. I never thought I'd be able to write something like that. Writing Kingdom did and has changed my life in the most positive way that I never expected. And so yeah, that's why I love it so much. And I just think it's amazing that there are other people that like it too. So yeah, I think that's about it. I hope you enjoyed this video of me just talking forever. I really enjoyed making it and answering all your questions, so thank you very much for those. I'm sorry it took so long again. I feel like I should ask you guys a question now, so I'll think of a random one. How about, what's your guys' favourite food? So yeah, just say in the comments what your favourite food is. Yes, so thank you for watching and listening to me. The next episode of Kingdom will be out very soon, I hope. And I hope you guys all have a lovely day, and see you soon. Bye! Thank you to everyone that left questions. All your names are into... I can't speak. Now the plane is flying over. We pause while the plane flies. That's a pretty loud plane. I'm gonna watch this back and just be like, what on earth are you going on about? I didn't even know what I'm talking about, ignore me.